think I started buying records when I was about 17, maybe a little bit younger, maybe 16, 17. I think it was like this whole world that had opened up suddenly that's different to going into a music shop and like having like put-ups on the racks or whatever. This was, I guess it was digging. It's weird, I kind of go through phases of not really considering myself to be, and then I actually look at everything I have. I'm definitely a collector. There were some compilations called Jungle Exotica that weren't Exotica, but they were kind of like kind of fruity rock and roll instrumentals and tracks like that that had exotic themes to them. So they'd be like tracks by the Zebras, or there would be like a track that's called like Me So Sorry or something that's like a sort of borderline racist rock and roll record. They were just weird either. And then I think from that, I saw Martin Denny's Exotica in a record shop somewhere and was like, Exotica, I'll check that out. And that was such a different sound, but completely part of the same lineage. You know, The Crash had that super trashy voodoo rock and roll aesthetic, which all comes from this like font of like weirdness, which Exotica was a part of. Exotica was definitely the more like the safer option. It was a lot less sleazy. It's kind of magical. It's got a real sense of place and purpose. You know, the image of the environment it's trying to paint is very vivid. It does that in a way that not a lot of other popular music does. Like in some ways it's quite similar to ambient music in that it was not necessarily trying to put across like a catchy hook to you. It's more like trying to create an atmosphere to enhance your living space, and that's why people liked it. I'm supposed to sit with this record with like a rum cocktail and just kind of look at pictures of the beach. Feel some Hessian, feel some exotic Hessian, and obviously Exotica we covered already. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it has like an unfair reputation as being like elevator music, but like no lift ever played that music probably. Or like, I've never been in the lift. I think I was in like a Portaloo the other day that was playing great music. It had like a speaker in it. That was the only time I ever felt like I've been in that situation. I think it was born of the start of air travel and people going on holiday to places, but it was so expensive at the time. You know, I think I don't know how many seats planes had to them at the time, but it wasn't a lot. You had like a meter between each seat and it was all relaxed and luxury. For those people who couldn't go on holiday, you could though buy like a tiki bar, you know, some like pineapple cocktail shaker, and buy a Martin Denny record, and you could kind of pretend that you were in Hawaii or something, like living it up, like movie stars. Everyone has this lady on it, every single one. There's a story that she actually went to a Martin Denny gig and sat in the front row consecutively over many nights, thinking, oh, one day he's going to sort of recognise me and say hello, but he never did. Like for me, that's what like really good music or good art is all about. It's one of the things. It's definitely like, if you can invoke a place or a feeling, you're kind of halfway there in like winning the battle of being like a successful piece of work. You manage to make someone feel something, or you manage to let them lose themselves.